Bitcoin exactly bounced from the support level I have mentioned in the previous videos, but right now we are creating a massive downward sloping resistance line. And every single time so far we've been retesting this exact level, we have seen very severe rejections downwards. And right now we are creating a new consolidation phase. So I will be talking about this and many more other interesting charts we need to discuss on today's update video. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap up that like button back above 1000 likes. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. First of all, it is once again weekend, and over the course of every single weekend we create CME gaps, and right now I have activated the CME gap detector indicator, and I can see that the CME gap has been created around 68.5k. Always at the end of the weekend, we're expecting that the Bitcoin price is going to be trading back around that CME close price, because that is what always happens on Bitcoin CME gaps. You can just see, for example, the last CME gap with the CME gap detector. We saw Bitcoin, of course, closing the CME gap while trading below it, but then straight away on the Monday, we pushed up higher. Then the week before, we were seeing that Bitcoin was closing above the CME, and then boom, we straight away went lower. And this is how it goes every single week. Here we trade higher and we come lower again, and this is just how it goes every single week for the Bitcoin CME futures gap. So this is what I'm expecting is going to be happening once again over the course of the weekend. If we're going to be seeing any significant moves, we're expecting that on the Monday we're going to come back towards the 68.6k level. So going a little bit deeper in towards the content, we can currently see that Bitcoin is creating a massive downward sloping resistance line. And I mean, every single time so far Bitcoin has retested this exact level, we have seen a significant rejection downwards. And yes, the question really remains, when are we going to be breaking above this level? So if I'm also zooming in here, you can also see that on the 1 hour time frame, we're creating this upward sloping support line. And basically what we're right now seeing then is a massive but massive consolidation phase on Bitcoin. And yeah, this is really going to be breaking out, whether we're going to be breaking above resistance or below support. But this consolidation phase is going to be a very interesting one, because every single time we've also retested this support, we've bounced from it more than like 5 times in a row, and also more than 5 times in a row we've seen rejection. So there's a big move brewing on Bitcoin, and it's going to be happening anytime soon. And whenever we either break above resistance or below support, that is the point where that next move is going to get initiated, and where I am really looking forward towards. And in yesterday's video and in the videos before, I've talked exactly about this level right here, $67,000. This level has previously been significant resistance for the market, and right now is exactly flipped into support. And this is actually a very likely level to be doing so. And since we're right now trading in an uptrend on the 4 hourly and 12 hour time frame, this is all more than likely to continue even in a higher trend here. And if we right now bounce back towards the upside, especially on the lower time frames, above the previous high right here in the market, I think that then we're most likely also going to be flying up towards new highs here. So that is of course going to be interesting to be paying attention towards. And basically Bitcoin is in the middle of this massive consolidation phase, but on the imminent short term, the 4 and 12 hour time frame, we're definitely looking to be in an upward sloping trend here. So I'm expecting that ultimately Bitcoin is going to be going higher. And also, since like 2 days ago we saw the Ethereum ETF getting accepted, the market really didn't do a lot with it. But you have to understand that, to be very clear, it doesn't mean that right now it has been accepted that it's going to start trading on Monday. No, it's going to be most likely take a couple weeks here. It's going to take a couple weeks before it's going to get live, because they also need to accept the S1 documents, which are most likely going to be taking some time. So the consensus right now is that it is going to be taking 3 to 4 weeks before the Ethereum ETF even is going to be launching. But talking about the Bitcoin ETF, we've right now seen 10 consecutive days of positive inflows. And actually yesterday we saw over $215 million flow in towards the spot Bitcoin ETF. And you can see that in the total cumulative flows, we've already hit new all-time highs, which is of course overall a very good thing for the market. So still, there's a lot of interest from institutions, and whenever the Ethereum ETF is going to come, we're going to be also, I think, most likely see the market accelerate even faster, because yes, they will also have the opportunity to accumulate Ethereum, which is of course quite insane. Then also a thing I want to be adding, on this most recent drop, we've actually seen the funding rates drop quite significantly, meaning that the majority of the traders are not necessarily trading long again. And while we're looking at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, we can see that the majority of the liquidity is still being built up above us around $74,000. And to be exact, more than $5.5 billion in Bitcoin short liquidations will come if Bitcoin hits 74,000 US dollars, which is of course an insane target. And $74,000 is also my exact take profit target for this trade here, where I then will be looking in more than 3.1 Bitcoin in profit with an ROI of 204%. So that is my current strategy, what I'm aiming for. That is going to be my take profit target. So yeah, after I hit that target, I'm going to be opening up a new trade again soon here. But this is my current strategy where I want to be taking profit on my Bitcoin trade. If you want to be joining me with my next trade, don't forget to first of all subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be trading in general and claim a free $200 trade, make sure to go to the link description of today's video. Press on this link right here that you can see here. And if you do so, you can currently claim a free $200 trade on Bybit. All you need to do for that is deposit $100 in your first 7 days and you can claim your free $200 trade. So make sure to check it out in the link description of today's video if you are interested. But going further, even in the content, we can currently see that Bitcoin is also creating a massive descending broadening wedge pattern. And you have to understand that we're still consolidating in the top side of the region. So a breakout towards the upside is going to be very, very likely from off this point. So we're creating this descending broadening wedge after Bitcoin created a massive rally towards the upside. And whenever we break above the range high, which is sitting around 72,000 US dollars, we're expecting that we're going to be seeing a massive continuation higher. So I can't wait to see that here. And I think that is going to be happening inevitably. And whenever it does happen, we're going to be seeing the next leg getting initiated from this bull market. And I said it so many times before here, but in this bull market, the new standard is just 20% corrections. So whenever you're going to be seeing a 20% correction, make sure to embrace it with both hands here. Because if you're seeing such kind of a correction, you want to be, of course, opening up a new long position. And that is what I will be doing in the future as well. Let's say Bitcoin is going to be creating its next leg towards the upside right now. We create a 20% correction. I'm going to be opening up once again $1 million Bitcoin long position. So whenever I'm going to be opening my next big trade on Bitcoin, if I'm going to be closing this one, if we're going to be hitting $74,000, you just need to be subscribed to the channel, because I've maybe showed like 5 trades in the last 6 months here, and every single trade so far was extremely profitable. And yeah, that is what I do. I don't trade a lot, but whenever I do trade, I make massive gains here. So this is my strategy: low risk, high reward. But of course, it's not always a low risk, high reward opportunity. So also, if we're going to be comparing where Bitcoin currently is sitting at the cycle, I mean, we have already broken the all-time high. We're just currently consolidating around that all-time high, just like we did in 2016, 2017. So I think that really where we're currently sitting in the cycle is calm before the storm, guys. I think that we are ultimately going to be going higher. Bitcoin is ultimately going to be breaking this downward sloping resist line. Bitcoin is ultimately going to be breaking above the top side of the region. We're currently in this bullish consolidation phase. Yes, I say bullish consolidation phase because we went in towards this consolidation phase with a push higher. And currently, we're creating once again an uptrend in this market. I think that Bitcoin is most likely going to at least go to the top side of the region, which is sitting on 74,000 US dollars, which is also my take profit target. And maybe you're asking, okay, Rover, if you think Bitcoin is going to go higher, why do you take profit? Is because for me, because I'm in the highest per sale right now, it's only going to be higher and higher risk for me to hold this trade open longer. And I'd rather take some profit on this trade and then look to open up a new trade to, of course, maximize my profits even further on. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Once that is in 200k profit, I'm going to be taking some profit here. And yeah, I will be opening up my next trade anytime soon. So this is it for me in today's update video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.